Hi, it's John Degatardi here from Supply Partners. We're here at the Australian Solar Conference and Exhibition 2016. I'm here with Chris from Dynamic Solar. Thanks, Chris, for coming and doing an interview with us. Do
Not a
appreciate
problem.
it, mate.
Too easy.
Dynamic Solar, who are you? Where are you located?
So
Tell us a little bit about you.
Dynamic Solar, we're a small installation and design company based in central west New South Wales, so around the Orange Bathurst area. We're a small family sort of a business, but we do everything from grid connect, battery hybrid to off-grid systems.
Okay, so that's covering the whole sphere.
Gambit. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No, that's
yeah,
great, mate.
yeah. We're excited about some of the new technology that's available here today, and some of the stuff that's going to be coming out in the future, which is great.
How long has Dynamic Solar been in business?
About 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
We all come from a varied background to come together with a whole heap of concepts and ideas about how things should be done, and
Put it together,
and we've got a good team. Yeah.
No, that's wonderful to hear, mate. Wonderful. So you do the off-grid, you do the on-grid, you do the hybrid. Are you 100% solar-focused business, or is it? Do you do any other energy efficiency products? Tell me about the I guess the offering.
The other energy efficiency stuff. So we do the solar hot water systems. We do heat pump systems, but mainly deal with our key business is the solar production, solar energy production, whether it be through hybrid or through grid connect or off-grid systems. Yeah.
In the Orange area and surrounds, why would a retail end customer choose Dynamic Solar versus your competitors? What's the Dynamic Solar difference?
Our difference is our people and our service.
Yeah.
So they're not just buying a solar system off us, they're buying a level of service. All our equipment is installed according to the standards and usually above the standards. And ongoing support. If there's a problem with any of our systems, all our customers have got our mobile phone numbers. They give us a call and we'll respond to it as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah. Customer service focus. I imagine get a few referrals off doing business that way.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So we've got a lot of happy customers that have referred us to their friends, which is fantastic. And quite often we get service calls to systems that weren't put in by us, purely because the other companies have disappeared for some strange reason.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for 3 or 4 years in this industry, and given all your diverse background, I mean that's a reasonable level of experience, and I'd like to understand, I guess, where you see Dynamic Solar in 2 years, and also from a industry perspective, where you think the industry will be in 2 years.
The industry in 2 years, I suppose, with the battery hybrid side of things, I think that there's going to be a bigger push into that. Mind you, every cat and his dog's saying that at the moment. But the way that the cost of buying power off the grid, I think the battery storage side of things is the way to go for the end user.
Yep.
And finding ways for Joe Blow in House A to supply his neighbour some power in the off time, I think that's going to be the future. For us as Dynamic Solar, we need to constantly evolve as a business to take on new technology, take on new concepts, and to roll out what the customer's expectations are.
I like the answer, innovation and maintaining that customer focus. That's
Absolutely.
That's extremely solid, my friend. And what is the most important thing a customer should consider when choosing who to go with solar?
I think the most important thing is ongoing service.
Yeah.
Having somebody that you can call up if there's an issue.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing.
And they've got your mobile number.
They've got my mobile number, yep. All the customers I deal with have got my mobile number, and I often get a phone call. Not saying that we've got problems with our systems, but quite often it's people just don't understand their system.
Yeah.
Not that we don't educate them, but they'll phone me 3 months after they put a system in and say, look, it's doing this. Yeah. And they don't necessarily read the manuals, and we do give them a fairly comprehensive manual as well with the system. But yeah, they don't necessarily read the manual, but a bit of a reassuring conversation over the phone call, and everything's back on the books.
Chris from Dynamic Solar, very, very much appreciate your time today, and it's a pleasure to have a chat to a company that's so focused on being available to the customer, and also look forward and be innovative in how you're how you're going to do what we do as an industry in the future. And I suppose that's why you're called Dynamic Solar.
That's
and
it.
Very much appreciate your time today, Chris.
Thank you very much.